Hello, my name is Dr. Michelle Maidenberg, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about caretakers. I've been meeting with so many people who have been directly impacted, by the pandemic, and just wanted to talk a little bit about it. And, I know for myself, I'm also feeling, pretty overwhelmed by it too. So hopefully you could relate to my feelings. And I think we're all caretakers to some extent, whether we're caretaking our children at home, whether we're caretaking for pets, whether we're caretaking in other ways, through our work. So I think we could all relate to caretaking to some extent. So there was one patient that I had, or that I have, I should say, and her father is a diabetic and is at high risk because of he's immunocompromised. And she just talked about how hard it is for her because she's so, she's taking care of her parents right now. And, she's going out, getting the groceries, coming back. And she's so fearful, that she could get it and then give it to them. And that if she were to get it, that she would then be alone in the hospital and that her parents can't even come to visit her, and then how that would make her parents feel that they would feel that they were to blame for her getting it because she goes out for them. So complicated. And then she's also worrying about her father, obviously her mother too, about them getting it. And then she feels that she would be to blame because she's been out and she would be contracting it and then infecting them. So, and then the father is sitting with feeling as if, if he's causing her to go out, that he's at fault for her getting it. So again, I just wanted to raise this example because it's so inundated with so many feelings that are coming from all over the place. And I know for myself, last night, I actually got a chance to FaceTime with my grandmother, who's almost 100 years old. She's in a kind of nursing facility. And, we got such, I guess, sad news, at least, that her home attendants are not going to be staying because obviously they feel compromised themselves. So she has to rely on the nursing staff, which are completely overwhelmed, which you could imagine. And with her age, she was able to get dressed every day and able to even just be in a wheelchair and get out a little bit, and be stimulated by conversation because the home attendant spoke her mother tongue. And after Tuesday night, they're not going to be there. Well, they're not there anymore, but she does have a roommate right now, and her home attendant is allowing us to FaceTime with her. But after that, because she's leaving on Tuesday, the roommate, we're going to have no way of contacting her because she can't pick up the phone because of her hearing. She doesn't hear anything. So the thought that my almost 100-year-old grandmother is going to be all by herself without having any conversation with anybody, and which could potentially be her last weeks, years, whatever, she's so vulnerable, is devastating to me. Really, it puts tears to my eyes, and I'm really sick over it, I have to tell you. I'm thinking if something were to happen to her, we wouldn't even be able to go there. I know for the nurse that died in the New York hospital, the family still hasn't been able to get his body to give him a proper burial, and the thought of that and what that family must be going through. So there's so many components of this that are so difficult on so many levels for so many people. So this is really dedicated to the caretakers out there, those that are giving towards others. And I wanted to do a loving kindness meditation and actually a self-compassion that really focuses on the person, the caretaker, the person who's helping, to really be able to have compassion. Because right now, we're all not doing our best because we can't. There's no way. Like, I would never, ever allow my grandmother to be by herself without stimulation and without help. But my hands are tied and there's nothing I could do about it. I feel so incredibly, helpless. And just like the person I described before, she feels that way too. Like there's nothing she could do. She has to go out for her parents and she has to get them things. And her parents have to let her go out and get things for them. So, sometimes when we're exhibiting self-compassion, we could even just put our hands over our heart, and kind of cup it, and then just even kind of wave our hand over it to say, gosh, I recognize why you're feeling so helpless, and you have every reason and right to feel that way. That's one way, right? It's even, just kind of rubbing our shoulders together, even in our stomach, right? Just holding it there and closing your eyes and recognize that the pit of your stomach, feels maybe queasy or overwhelmed, right? And maybe just rubbing it as well. So giving yourself that moment to validate your feelings, which is important and necessary. So if you could sit up straight and close your eyes, we're going to do just a couple minutes of a guided meditation. And I want you to just focus right now on your posture and sitting up straight and your breathing, inhaling through your lungs and exhaling. And just allow the sensations of your breath and allow whatever thoughts are coming up, just notice them. And if they're planning, just call them planning. If they're worrying, just call them worrying. If they're disappointed, just call them disappointed. And notice and give yourself forgiveness that we just can't do everything we want to do right now. Our homes will be maybe a little bit messier, right? Our ability to put ourselves out there in the most meaningful way that we want to may not be as much as we want to. And to allow yourself to just sit with those feelings and allow yourself to feel compassion and forgiveness towards yourself. And to think if you were speaking to a friend and your friend shared with you, I'm just not able to give what I usually give because I'm limited, right? I can't, for example, go visit my grandmother because there isn't any feasibility to do that. And allow yourself to imagine what you might say back to your friend. You may say, I'm so sorry for you being in that position. I'm here for you. I'm here to listen to you. I'm here to support you. And really feel the depth of your feeling in your heart, the desire to give and to forgive and to convey compassion. And turn that around toward yourself. I forgive myself. I give myself compassion and love and kindness the way that I would want to give towards others. And repeat after me in your mind. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be whole. May I have love. May I have warmth. May I have affection in my life. May I be protected from harm and free from fear. May I be alive. May I be engaged. May I be present. May I have and experience inner peace and ease. And just repeat that one more time. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be whole. May I have love, warmth, and affection in my life. May I be protected from harm and free from fear. May I be alive and engaged and present. And may I experience inner peace and ease. And when I count to 3, when you're ready, you could open your eyes. 1, 2, and 3. Thank you again for joining me. Please, I hope you and your families stay safe and healthy. Bye.